Oh, I think it's about time we give this old girl a bath. She's about to get new tires put on her here. And she's dirty. We're just out, we did a bunch of work to this thing. So I'm just out driving it. Ended up doing all the fluids in it. And just kind of greasing everything and making sure it's ready for the road. So get it washed up here a little bit. Ordered a new grill for it. You know, these 3rd gen grills crack all up, but you can actually see how dirty this thing actually is. It's one thing about having a silver truck is you really can't tell how dirty it is. And unfortunately, I've been sick for about 3 days now. It's not the C word. I was tested for that. I have all the symptoms. And thought I was getting better. Then, of course, the weather goes from 35 degrees to 70 degrees. So now I'm dealing with my allergies. So I was just trying to make sure we feel all right. Make sure none of the people I'm around on a daily basis, my grandmother, my daughter, get sick, because it could be worse for them. But anyways, let's get this truck washed up. Mercedes-Benz. You think they got enough speed bumps here? I get it though. This is actually a place speed bumps kind of do make sense. Especially being in a city. People are just so disrespectful. So, no, after the whole insurance thing, I'm not discouraged from hauling enclosed. I really like hauling enclosed, and I think I'm actually going to purchase a 2-car enclosed. I've been getting more and more opportunities for enclosed work, and I enjoy it. I enjoy nice vehicles. I have always been into cars and stuff, so just hauling nicer things, it gets me excited. And that's one thing about this business is you gotta be, oh, I don't know where I can go here. There's a parking lot back here. I might sneak back here. Anyways, there's like, that's a part of this business is as much as you're on the road, if you're doing the same old thing, it gets boring. You know, the thing about freight sometimes is if you're running off the load board, you're always hauling something different, which is cool. Keeps you moving, keeps you flowing. But like when I was doing the truck beds, it just got like monotonous and whatnot. But with hauling cars, it's always something different. But I would rather switch to like more enclosed work. And like I have a ton of work right now that if I had a 2-car enclosed, I could make, I wouldn't say double because I'd probably be hauling one for a customer, one off the load board, but I could be making some pretty good money. But I'm just, come on, dude. I'm just bopping around here behind this Mercedes dealership trying to find a place that I can park. So let me find a place to park so I'm not blocking up these streets. And okay. And before someone pulls out in front of me, and we'll get back to you. Well, looks like this beauty's going with me. V8, twin turbo. Nice looking ride. AMG. Beautiful. Well, what the hell was that? Just tight like your old lady. Make sure you do good inspections. This is a used car, but stuff like that. Always got to mark. There's a couple things. Go figure on the front bumper. But she's in there. Got the back strap down, just gotta finish the front. I just wanted to pop in real quick. I just got the notification because today's the 11th, and Google AdSense, which is how YouTube pays you, wraps up on the 10th. It ends on the 10th, you get paid on the 21st. But anyways, I just had my best month on YouTube, so I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for all the support. All my ride or dies out there, you guys are commenting every video. I do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody reaching out saying that I motivated them to start Hotshot, or maybe they haven't started yet, but they want that freedom of being their own boss, and it means a lot to me, guys, so thank you. You remember when I had that bright idea of washing my truck yesterday? Well, there you go. To add on top of that, I packed my drone. Perfect drone flying weather. So if you see me today and you want to talk to me, you're gonna have to yell at me because I can't hear shit because I'm so stuffy. Also, if it seems like I'm yelling, it's probably because I am, because I can't hear myself. But it's okay. I got stuff all over me from laying down, doing a load check. I'm actually stopping for my second load check now. We're in, which one's this? New Stanton on the PA Turnpike at the rest stop. Gonna get out here, do a load check on this Mercedes, and this one heads out towards Cleveland, so I'm trying to get to Indiana. Just say Indianapolis area. It's a small town out there. Anyways, so I gotta get out there to bring a classic car back for a friend of mine's grandfather, which is awesome. He reached out. He was in Florida. I guess drove or flew to Indiana to look at this car and called me and said he bought it and that he needed it picked up this week. So I said, yeah, that's fine. I kind of kept it open, the schedule open for him to get him taken care of. So I needed to find a way to get out there and make some money in the enclosed. So what I found is this Mercedes, which goes to like the Cleveland area, paid more than anything going all the way out towards Indianapolis, enclosed. So what I did then is I booked another car from Cleveland to Indianapolis, which is like the same rate I would have got from Maryland to Indianapolis. So I'm like doubling my money on the way out, which is nice. And what's nice is the Cleveland drop is early. It's going to be like 11:30. I got time to reload, get out towards Indy, because the guy can't meet me till after 3 o'clock because he works, so that I can pick up the classic car. So it all kind of works out. But stop here, do a load check, use a restroom, maybe get a drink, trying to get as much fluids as I can possible. I'm terrible at drinking water. That's why I get the zero Gatorades, the zero sugar Gatorades, and mix them like half and half with water, because I'm terrible at drinking something that doesn't have any flavor. So I'm just trying to get better. In all reality, I don't feel that bad, other than my head just feel like I have earmuffs on constantly, and like my jaw hurts from like clenching my teeth and everything like that. But anyways, enough of my illness. Let's get this load check done. Why is it that every time, fuel light, every time I come to Ohio, somebody is rolled over? Guess they got everything out of the ditch, they're just cleaning up. Got us zigzagging all around just to get on and off the highway. I just got crushed by a car. Not paying attention. The dude had his little poodle on his lap and was like, the poodle was like up on his arm here, and he's like all wide arm trying to hold the steering wheel to hold this dog, and was like looking at the dog's head out the window and didn't realize he had a stop sign. Thank God I wasn't familiar with the road, so I was slowing down because I didn't know if it was a two-way or four-way stop. So, whew, scary. Never did I think I would be almost wrecked by poodle. Well, Mercedes is out of the trailer. I have to say it's probably the biggest you could fit in this single car enclosed. Height-wise, width-wise, that's just about the max I'm comfortable with. Now, the new enclosed trailer I was looking at, I was online last night looking at trailers. Found one that, because I want to escape doors. I don't want to be, unless you have to, crawling in and out of people's windows, which, you know, you look at the 6 cars, like the big rig enclosed. I know, check engine lights on. The big enclosed trailers, like 6, 7 cars, they have to climb in and out of windows, like Reliable and, you know, all the big ply car, everybody has to climb in and out of windows. But I like to limit that if possible. So the one I was looking at had escape doors and what else? Oh, it had the added 6 inches, so it was an extra tall trailer, so you could fit something like a G-Wagon in it, which I would be happy with. So the guy's getting me some numbers on. It's got triple 7K torsion axles, which I'm pretty excited about. I wanted to pay the extra money because you see all these triple axle enclosed trailers and they're always broke down because they all run those 5,200 pound axles and spring setups, and like the suspension components, the bolts and the springs themselves are so small. You get 2 full-size like big body cars in there, say like, I don't know, 2 like old American muscle cars in there. They're heavy, and that can weigh on that suspension, and I've seen so many of them broken down because of that. But that's what we're looking at. We'll see what they come up with numbers, and I don't want to go bottom of the line, I don't want to go top of the line like Sundowner. I want to go right in the middle to start, and then if things work out, we'll get an even better one. But off to our next pickup, and this is our expense coverer. Nothing special going on. I think it's like a Ford Escape, but it's right down the road here and goes to right close to where we pick up our next vehicle. All right, here's a quick tip for you. If you're picking up cars or even freight, and then you're like me and you don't leave your wallet in your pocket when you drive, make sure you always take your license in. A lot of places ask for a copy of your license when you're picking up a car or freight. It's nothing worse than being at an auction and walking half a mile, realizing you have to turn around and walk back just to get your license. Now, I don't care if it's a $100,000 vehicle or a $1,000 vehicle, you gotta take your inspections seriously. It can come to bite you. It hasn't bit me because I do try to take pictures of every single ding or dent. Because a person with $1,000 car is probably gonna pick it apart more than a person with a $100,000 car. Sometimes I find that to be silly, but we're gonna do our inspection on this thing. Just pulled it up here behind the trailer, and this thing pays for our fuel and pretty much all our expenses on this trip, and it's only going about 250 miles to get us to our end destination to pick up a classic car. Nice thing is, this thing's pretty small, easy to get in and out of after we pull it up in the trailer. Nice little sleeper setup on this new Ram. Got like built-in storage underneath. I'm gonna guess that's probably like maybe a Cowtown sleeper or something brand-wise, but you can see he's got the boot to the back window. Pull the back window out, right into the sleeper. Nice little setup's got a take 3. See if you can see it. Just a take 3, and just stopped here to get fuel, and this place is a cluster because of this guy parked right here. People weren't able, when people were pulling up over here, nobody was able to make a left turn to get out of here. But see how long it takes this person that's sitting in their truck to get out of the way. Oh man, they got the fans on today. Look how dry it is. I love it. I don't know what meth addict I just saw on that motorcycle, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that thing's probably for sale on Facebook with no title right now. All right, so we are in absolutely middle of nowhere, Indiana. The closest big town is Fort Wayne. Gonna pick up this. I learned it's a Cutlass from the owner or the seller. It's a Cutlass, and he's gonna meet me at a high school up here. So it's a little easier for me to load, which is awesome. And then I think we'll get it loaded, we'll get it strapped, and we'll mosey up to Pilot outside of Fort Wayne and shut it down there for the night. It's probably get there around 7:30-ish. It holds 88 trucks, so I'm just hoping maybe to find a spot. And with being that I have the enclosed behind me, the small enclosed, the single car, hopefully that gives me a little more options of places to park. when we get there, because I'd like to get a shower and get something to eat. I got a huddle house there, so we'll see what happens. All right, got the trailer all opened up. Here she is, 1986 Cutlass 442. Go around, beautiful car. Was never really a Cutlass fan, never really did much thinking about them, but this is a nice car. It has, sorry for the wind noise. Open the door, beautiful interior. It's got 9,000 original miles on it. It's gorgeous. Oh no, a Midwest train. We could be here a while. Good news is we're loaded and we're 20 minutes from the truck stop, but this could have us held up for quite a while. Well, we're fueled up. Got 151,000 miles on the truck. No parking out back here. We're in New Haven, Indiana. But this Horizon guy, which I'd like to see his setup in an extended cab. Maybe he's this way, but if this is you, shout out to you. Not going to disturb you, but you got the right idea. We're pulled up front here. Obviously, I got the enclosed behind me. They got a huddle house here, so we're going to get some dinner, and we're going to call it a night. We're going to do load check before we go in and get a shower and get dinner, and then I'll be ready to roll out first thing tomorrow morning. Should have this thing delivered by, I'd say about 1 o'clock tomorrow, but I'm going to stop by MyT Products. I loaned my tarps out, and because I never used them. I used them one time for a military load, and I never used them. I loaned them out, and I told the guy, you know, just keep them, use them, you know, whatever, and we'll square up. And go figure, I needed a set on Monday. I had issues with the single cab, so I was supposed to have a tarp load there. I was going to borrow tarps to help the guy out. Had issues with a single cab on the way to the pickup, and had to wait for a part for this, so I was a little behind. Got this squared away on Monday, which today's Tuesday, and I think I'm going to pick up some new tarps tomorrow, because I have a tarp load for next week that goes to Florida, and it pays really good, and it's with my buddy Connor. So anyways, I'm done blabbing. We'll see you guys on the next one.